Hello friends, welcome to the new part of my Dearest Nemesis. Episode started with Ju Yeon was in shock upon discovering that Soo Young was Strawberry, as she finds herself unable to accept him as the Black Dragon. As a child, her mother was ill, and her family faced financial hardships. Her father was too busy making a living to take care of her, often leaving her without money for school supplies and meals. Soo Young was mocked by her classmates as a beggar, which led to conflicts. It wasn't her fault, but other parents irrationally blamed her as the source of trouble. Seeing her kind father humiliated and apologizing deeply affected her. Soo Young silently vowed to become strong and never allow anyone to look down on her or her family again. After her mother's death, this belief only strengthened. She was determined to support her family and take care of her younger brother. For years, the only person Soo Young trusted and relied on emotionally was her online game love, Black Dragon. She never imagined that this dependable figure had been lying to her from the start, and was, in reality, an immature teenager. Feeling betrayed, Soo Young withdrew into her lonely world, promising never to give her heart to anyone again, until she met Ju Yeon, who reignited her emotions. However, she couldn't accept that he was the Black Dragon who had deceived her. Sensing that keeping the truth hidden would only hurt Soo Young and Ju Yeon even more, Ha Jin decided to reveal everything. However, she was surprised to learn they had already discovered it on their own. Shaken, Soo Young didn't want to see Ju Yeon. But right after saying that, she arrived with Ju Yeon. Soo Young asked to speak with him alone and directly stated that she couldn't accept him as Black Dragon, suggesting they break up. Later, as Ju Yeon reviewed their old messages and photos, he struggled to accept the breakup. The next day at work, Soo Young started treating him with formal respect, like a subordinate addressing a superior. Ju Yeon called her to his office under the pretense of work and firmly stated that he didn't accept the breakup. He apologized for hiding his age and asked for another chance. However, Soo Young, convinced that both of them had been deeply hurt, felt they couldn't continue together. Perhaps she would have forgiven him easily if her feelings for Black Dragon had only been part of a game. But she had invested real emotions and trust, which had been deeply wounded. After the breakup, Soo Young went to Ha Jin's restaurant and ordered the spiciest dish, trying to numb her pain with the burning heat of the food. Strangely, she couldn't feel the spiciness, as if her sadness had dulled her senses. Meanwhile, Ju Yeon drank with Shin Won. Realizing that Soo Young had also been deeply hurt by him in the past, Ju Yeon began to despise his former self for causing her pain and ended up crying drunkenly in bed. Suddenly, a rumor surfaced online claiming that Ju Yeon, heir to Yang Sung, was about to get married. The woman wasn't from a chaebol family but was one of his subordinates. The post even included a photo of Ju Yeon having a meal with the woman's family. Upon hearing this, Ju Yeon instructed his secretary to have the PR team handle the situation, wanting to prevent any trouble for Soo Young. The news spread quickly within the company. Soo Young noticed her colleagues looking at her strangely, but didn't know why. During a meeting, other team leaders mocked her, implying that she had secured an easy life by seducing a wealthy man. Just then, Ju Yeon entered the room and sternly warned everyone to solely focus on their work in the office. Returning from the meeting, Soo Young went back to her team and saw her colleagues looking at the news, some of them crying with concern. That was when she realized what had happened. Her team members felt sorry for her, as people online were accusing her of being a gold digger. However, her team fully supported her, knowing she was nothing like what the rumors claimed. Ju Yeon's grandmother, upon hearing the rumors, insisted on discreetly firing Soo Young to prevent any stain on the company's reputation. Ju Yeon strongly opposed this, emphasizing that Soo Young was an essential employee and difficult to replace. His grandmother ultimately allowed her to remain at the company, but issued a stern warning: if anything similar happened again, she would personally take action. To protect her, Ju Yeon buried himself completely in work, trying to occupy his thoughts with professional responsibilities and avoid any personal interactions with Soo Young. She sensed that something was wrong and, worried about him, asked if his grandmother had made things difficult for him. Soo Young even offered to personally explain their relationship, but Ju Yeon refused, stating that they would no longer have any personal connection or interaction, which, for him, was reassuring. This was the outcome Soo Young had initially thought she wanted, but now that it was real, she felt an overwhelming sense of loss. After work, as heavy rain poured down, she rushed into a convenience store to buy an umbrella. While inside, the song she and Ju Yeon used to listen to together started playing, bringing back memories. Soo-young realized she couldn't stop loving Ju Yeon, and returned home devastated. For the first time in years, she cried in front of her father and brother, admitting that she wasn't as strong as she had always believed and that she didn't want to lose him. In the following days, she unconsciously began watching Ju Yeon from a distance. Although he was entirely focused on work, it seemed like he was merely existing for his role. One day, while delivering a report to him, she found him asleep on the office couch. As he was about to fall, she instinctively reached out and touched his face. At that moment, she realized that, despite both of them insisting they wanted distance, they were suffering. Due to overworking, Ju Yeon fell ill at home. Noticing his absence at the office, Soo-young lied, saying she needed his signature on a document just to ask his secretary about his whereabouts. The secretary explained that Ju Yeon had fallen sick due to exhaustion and poor eating habits. Soo-young desperately wanted to see him, and though kept telling herself that someone else would take care of him, her worry grew uncontrollably. Unable to resist, she bought medicine and rushed to Ju Yeon's house. Unbeknownst to her, the secretary had been monitoring her, and upon seeing her enter Ju Yeon's house, immediately called the chairwoman. Inside the house, Soo-young found Ju Yeon unconscious on the floor. She quickly helped him into bed. Watching him sleep, she felt regretful, realizing that she had only considered her own feelings before, neglecting the pain she had caused him. Soo-young admitted to herself that she still wanted to be the greatest and most wonderful secret in his life, but she feared hurting him again. As she was about to leave, Ju Yeon grabbed her wrist and asked her to stay. Sitting up, he opened up about his feelings, confessing that he had always longed to be loved for who he truly was, without having to pretend. Soo-young had given him that love, so she shouldn't feel guilty. She was, and always would be, the greatest and most incredible secret of his life. Overcome with emotion, Soo-young told him she loved him. Ju Yeon, in turn, said he loved her too. Following their hearts, they reached out to each other, touching tenderly before sharing a deep and heartfelt kiss, expressing the profound love they felt for one another. That's it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more amazing content.